Hi everyone, I'm Madhu Anbargan. I would like to share my learning on multi-languages in Optimizely CMS 12 from initial setup to creating a translated page. Multi-language support expands your reach to global audiences, improve the user experience, and increase the engagement across different markets. Optimizely makes this process straightforward with built-in language management tools. All we need to know is to follow these simple 4 steps. Let's get started. Let's get into a demo on how to create a multi-language page from scratch. Hi team. So this is my local website with Alloy demo installed. So this is my default website, and let's go into settings. And when we go into the manage website languages, we can see that there are 14 different languages that are listed, and I have added some custom ones as well. If your language is listed over here, you can just simply click on it and enable the language. And if it is not listed, we can add the language anytime. Say for example, I'm trying to add Hindi, which is a national language of India. So basically there are 4 different versions. I have added 3 different versions earlier, but I'm going to add my 4th version as well. So once we have added, and we can see that the Hindi Latin is enabled, we can disable it anytime from here. And so I'm just going to enable the other version of it. So I have enabled it, and this is how we can add or enable the existing language. Now that we have enabled the new language, let's do the language settings in the site level. So basically, when we go into the pages and when we go into the site, we can see our new languages listed here. And when we choose the language, and you can see in the page that the content is in English, it does not exist in the new language. Would you like to translate it now? But then you will see that the translate button is grayed out. So in order to enable it, we need to set the language settings. So I'm going inside the language settings, and I'm at the page start level. So make sure that you are at the website level. You can set this up at the root level as well. If you're setting this up at the root level, you can inherit it from the parent, or you can set it for individual websites. So for our website, so I'm going to say that I'm going to enable the new language, and as well as we can set the fallback languages. And so when the language isn't available, what is the fallback language one which needs to be enabled? Similar to it, you can set the language 2 and 3 as well. And there is something called replacement language as well, where when the partial of the website is there, if you wanted to specify which version needs to be translated, you can specify them as well. But for demo purpose, I'm going to skip it. I think the primary is to make sure that the language is enabled. The fallback language and the replacement languages are optional. Now that we have enabled the language in the language settings, now you can see that the translate button is enabled, and once we click on the translate, we can start translating the page. But then before we translate, we need to make sure there are a couple of things in our solution. So when we go into our solution, we need to make sure that for each properties it is culture specific. So that way, when we do the translation, all the culture specific properties will be translated. So make sure that all the page type and block types, everything is culture specific. Everything has culture specific properties. Now that we have deployed the culture specific changes, now it's time to translate our page. So when we switch back the language to Hindi, as we can see that the translate button is enabled. So for demo purpose, I'm gonna go into the contact us page, and let's create a contact us version in Hindi. So let me go into the page, and I'm gonna click translate, and it's asking like what is the name I should give. So I'm just going to type in something in Hindi for contact us. So, and I'm going to say create. It has created a version of the contact us page in Hindi, and I'm going to add some main body that I'm going to add a picture, I've already picked up a picture from media library, and okay, so it's actually really coming as big, so let me put it as 600. And cool, so the image is already there, and I wanted to add some description. Let me add some sentence in Hindi, so I'm just going to copy paste a sentence in Hindi. And cool, so our page is all ready to go, and let's preview the page. And yeah, this is how it looks. Let's publish the page. So once published, this is how in the website it shows with the image and description and everything. So this is all about how we create a page in Optimizely CMS. Isn't it so simple? Thank you. Thank you for watching. Happy optimizing.